Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adam bin Azman. I'm from Group 1. Today I want to present the project-based learning for a plug-in hybrid electrical vehicle PHEV. My group member is Adam bin Azman, MURSHID bin Abdul Samad, MUHAMAD HAFIZUDIN bin ZUHAIR, and MUHAMAD AMIRUN ZAYAN. Okay, next, for the selected type of engine technology in this study, we choose the Toyota RV4 vehicle as a vehicle model that uses the PHEV system. Because this model is an SUV type and it uses four-wheel drive, therefore we will present the component and scope of this vehicle. Okay, next, for the background, a plug-in hybrid electrical vehicle. Okay, for the Toyota RV4 hybrid engine. Okay, 0 until 62 mph and acceleration. Okay, Toyota refers to the RV4 hybrid petrol electrical full hybrid setup as its dynamic force engine. It compares a 2.5 liter four-cylinder petrol engine plus the electrical motor. Okay, they produce 215 bhp in the front-wheel drive and 290 bhp if you choose the four-wheel drive variant. Okay, performance is swift enough. 0 until 62 mph take 8.4 seconds with a front-wheel drive and 8.1 seconds with four-wheel drive. It can feel responsive enough to be reassuring even if you need to merge into fast traffic or go for an overtake. And you can even stick it in sport for driving steering and shaper throttle response. Okay, next for the overview for the Toyota RV4. Okay, for the engine type, it uses plug-in hybrid. Transmission, it uses continuous vibrant speed automatic CVT. Okay, drive type, it uses two electronic on-demand all-wheel drive AWD and all-wheel drive integrated management with multi-information display monitor. Okay, for the cylinder inline 4, for the combined MPG 39 MPG. Okay, for the EPA combined MPGE 94 MPGE and total sitting 5 and basic warranty 3 year or 36,000 mileage. Okay, next for the Toyota RV4 plug-in hybrid engine, it uses 2.5 liter dynamic force 4-cylinder with sport, eco, normal mode, trial mode, and electronic vehicle mode. Okay, electronic vehicle charger hole for the Toyota RV4, it uses 302 combined net HP internal combustion engine with 176 HP or 5,300 RPM. Okay, for the electric motor power output front rail, it uses 179 or 53 HP or 134 14 kilowatt torque and front rail 199 89 IB feet. Okay, that use a battery 244.8 V 8 volt. Next, for electronic vehicle traction battery type, for the Toyota RV4 use a selected nickel metal hydride NIMH and the voltage is 244.8 volts. Okay, for the transmission, Toyota RV4 use the electronical controller continuously variable transmission ECVT with a sequential shift mode and the continuously variable speed automatic for the CVT. Okay, next for the future Toyota RV4, it uses the TRD off-road capability, and next it uses the dynamic torque vectoring AWD with rear drive line disconnect, and it uses the multi-link rear suspension, and it uses the multi-train selector, and lastly it uses exceptional ride handling and comfort. Okay, although that he used a plug-in hybrid engine, the characteristic of off-road vehicle can still be feel while driving.
A plug-in hybrid electric vehicle is a hybrid electric vehicle whose battery pack can be recharged by plugging a charging cable into an external electric power source. Okay. In addition, to internally by its onboard internal combustion engine powered by generator. Okay. Now for the next slide. Okay. Example vehicle using selected technology. Okay. Example of vehicle using selected technology other than the Toyota RAV4, such as like Porsche Cayenne, SE Hybrid, Chevy Bolt, Chrysler Pacifica, okay, Ford C-Max, okay, Energy, Ford Fusion Energy, Mercedes C-Class, Mercedes S-Class, Mercedes GLE, Mini Cooper ST, Countryman, Audi A e-tron, BMW 303e, BMW i8, BMW BMW X5, Driven 40e, Fiat 500e, Hyundai Sonata, Kia Optima, Porsche Panamera SE Hybrid, and lastly is Volvo XC90 TX. Okay. This is our component for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle PHEV. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I take just a basic part. We have 7. For the truly, they are the most part we need to know, but I just take a basic part. Okay, first, battery auxiliary to provide electric to start the car. Okay, second, charge port to charge port allow the vehicle to connect the external power supply. Okay, electric generator generate electricity from the rotating wheel. Okay, the electric traction motor using power from the traction battery pack. This motor drive the vehicle wheel. Okay, power electronic controller to control the speed of the electric transaction motor and the torque it produce. Okay, second last, thermal system. This is cooling system, like cooling lah. Okay, this system maintain a proper operating temperature range. Okay, and the lastly part is transmission. Transfer mechanical power from the engine or electric traction motor to drive the wheel. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is MURSHID and SAMAT, and I will continue our presentation for our group on plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Alright, the working principle for our chosen vehicle, which is the Toyota RAV4, is about the same for any vehicle that use the same technology. The PHEV usually starts using its battery pack in all-electric mode, which is fully charged by the outside power source until the battery pack is fully depleted. Once it's fully depleted, the assistance power unit, which is the engine, will take over the vehicle, and the vehicle will operate like any other conventional vehicle. A plug-in hybrid electric vehicle uses its battery to power an electric motor and another fuel, such as gasoline, to power its ICE. PHEV battery can be charged using wall outlet or charging equipment by the ICE or through its regenerative braking. PHEVs typically start up in electric mode and operate on electricity until the battery pack is depleted. Some models shift to hybrid mode when they reach highway cruising speed, generally above 60 or 70 miles per hour. Once the battery is empty, the engine takes over and the vehicle operates as conventional non-plug-in hybrid. Next is the range and charging and cost for PHEV. Plug-in hybrids may drive for 10 to 50 miles using only electricity before they start using gasoline, and they will drive for about 300 miles. Next, it depends on how big the battery is and whether you charge using a regular 130 volt outlet, a 240 volt charging station, or a fast charger. Plug-in hybrids with smaller battery can recharge in about 3 hours at 120 volt and 1.5 hours at 240 volt. Electric vehicles with larger batteries can take up to 20 plus hours at 120 volt and 4 to 8 hours using a 240 volt charger. The fuel efficiency of an electric vehicle may be measured in kilowatt per hours per 100 miles. To calculate the cost per mile of an electric vehicle, the cost of electricity and the efficiency of the vehicle must be known. If the electricity costs 13 cents per kilowatt per hour and the vehicle consumes 33 kilowatt per hour to travel 100 miles, the cost per mile is about 4 cents. If electricity costs 13 cents per kilowatt hour, charging an electric vehicle with a 200 mile range will cost about $9 to reach a full charge. Next is the Toyota RAV4 environmental performances and specification. As you can see here, the fuel consumption for the Toyota RAV4 is in liter per 100 kilometer. The combined speeds for the Toyota RAV4 is about 1 liter fuel consumption per 100 kilometer. In low speed is in about 7.7 liter per 100 kilometer. In medium speed is 5.3 liter per 100 kilometer. In high speed is 5.7 liter. And in extra high speed is 7.7 liter per 100 kilometer. Next is the carbon dioxide emitted by the vehicle. First is combined speed is at 22 gram per kilometer. At low speed is 175 gram per kilometer. At medium speed is 120 gram per kilometer, and at high speed is at 129 gram per kilometer. And finally, extra high speed is at 174 gram per kilometer. Next is exhaust emission emitted by the Toyota RAV4. The carbon monoxide emitted by the vehicle is at 126.1 per milligram per kilometer. THC or hydrocarbon is 13.3 mg per kilometer. The NMHC, also known as hydrocarbon, is 11.5 mg per kilometer. The nitrogen oxide is at 4.2 mg per kilometer, and the smoke particulate is at 0.1 mg per kilometer.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad HAFIZUDIN bin ZUHAIR. I want to explain for my part is a discussion of the advantages and disadvantages of PHEV used on the Toyota RAV4. Okay, the first point for the advantages is a zero or no emission when driving on the batteries. Okay, second point is the PHEV is easy to drive for the technology or system of the PHEV. Third point is fuel efficient in the traffic jam. The next point is the tax is efficient for the PHEV. Okay, the next point is the PHEV cheap to run if doing regular 10 to 15 miles commutes. Okay, next is the disadvantages. The first point is relatively expensive. The second point is the battery life of the PHEV concern. Okay, and then that the fuel economy not very good on the motorway journey. Okay, and then that the abundant energy used in a battery manufacturing, and last the point, the complex to maintain of the system, the PHEV or technology PHEV. Next, is a PHEV better than hybrid? Okay, the PHEV or plug-in hybrid is a combined battery and electric motor with gasoline, diesel or alternative fuel engine. Okay, and that PHEV connecting to the main enables to the great range of the electric only power. Other than that, PHEV have the battery to greater storage capacity than the existing hybrid, and the PHEV have an electric mode produce no tailpipe emission, making it ideal for commuting and short trips. And then that which allow the PHEV to travel significantly further on the electric power alone, because the battery of the PHEV cannot be recharged while driving like a standard hybrid. Instead, in the important for the PHEV is must be plugged in to recharge the battery, much like a fully electric vehicle. Okay, next, future prospect for the technology PHEV. In my opinion, PHEV is excellent and should be kept and improved in the future because it uses energy and hybrid. Then that PHEV can also assist the restore the environment. Furthermore, in the PHEV technology, it is possible to reduce environmental pollution caused by the use of the vehicle fuels such as diesel and gasoline. Among the car model that use the PHEV technology is the Toyota RAV4 model, and PHEV is one of the alternate approaches to limit the use of the full power automobiles. Next is the conclusion. Okay, the most major advantage of the PHEV for drivers is the ability to go anywhere without having to stop for time-consuming charge. When the battery runs out, the PHEV behave similarly to a normal hybrid vehicle. Then that The electric motor assists the gas engine saving fuel when compared to a gas only. Then that car battery of the PHEV are being designed to last a long time. Battery recycling will become economically feasible as hybrid vehicles become more common.